it's been a while since I've done a video interview, but I got the chance to sit with DJ Freestyle Steve.
That would be more.
How you doing today?
Great. How you doing?
I'm lit.
I see.
Yeah, I had some Dr. Pepper.
Got your own unicorn up?
Yes,
All
you
right,
know, that's a part of,
that's a part of
who we are.
Gotcha. I need mine. I ain't got my unicorn.
Oh, okay, but you Unigang all day.
I got you. Unigang.
How long have you been on tour?
This tour right here?
Yes, this one.
We actually just started. This is our fifth show, I think. I think this is our sixth show, one of them. So I would say this is like the third week.
What's the countdown? How many weeks is it till the end?
How about 2019, sometime around that time? How about that? Because we don't have a date, but I know it's 2019.
Well, that's definitely a lot of time to be.
Right. How many weeks that? 1, 2. I don't know.
52.
Okay.
Let's just say 52 weeks.
52 plus.
Another year of travel.
Yeah, of course.
When did you get started with DJing or knowing that music was something that was for you?
When I was a kid, I used to do my grandmother's.
What, it make you?
Yeah, this make me feel old. When I was a kid, my grandmother used to do house parties, and I was in charge of the radio. My aunt, God bless the dead, she used to buy a lot of 45s and a lot of albums, and her favorite was Prince.
Mm-hmm.
So when we used to have the parties, I used to have to play the Prince album from the first song to the last song, flip it over, play it again. And then I just learned how to make tapes, and I just learned how to play. And then I had this one uncle who, at a certain time, we had to play Johnny Teller, B.B. King. So I just learned music. I was 12, 13. So I just learned music and I knew that's what I wanted to do. Because if I can make my family dance,
right,
then I figured I can try to make somebody else dance.
True. So when was your first dance party that you were? It's DJ. Were you Freestyle Steve then too?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were DJ Freestyle Steve, when were you laying the tracks for a big crowd of people?
Well, actually, the first time I did it by myself, it's kind of a sad story, but so my best friend was killed, and we had a fundraiser at a club. A mutual friend of ours, he threw a fundraiser. He was like, "Freestyle, man, you need to DJ because you were that close to Al, so you need to be the DJ for the party." I had never did a whole 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? I was cool enough when he go to the bathroom, I can hold it out for 10 minutes, you come back, but I knew it. After the club, Ump was like, "Man, you should really just DJ to carry the name, Sugar Hill DJs," and I was like, "All right, that's what's up." And then it just progressed and just, until here I am today.
Now, Sugar Hill DJs, tell me more about that.
Well, it was a group of guys in Miami. They were already formed when I met them. I met them in the 12th grade. And DJ Uncle Al was what DJ Wayne Williams is to Chicago. That's what Al is to Dade County, Miami. So Sugar Hill DJ was a DJ crew that we used to rent a U-Haul truck, put all the speakers in the back, go to the park. We had a guy who knew how to take the power directly from the light pole, plug it into our system, and we just DJ'd on the park for the kids or whatever was going on. So we were the neighborhood DJ crew. And then this other group. Yeah. So that's what we did. We used to have this thing called Peace in the Hood because, obviously you don't want the black on black crimes, the killings, or whatever. So that's what we used to do, called Peace in the Hood, and we used to always have parties and jams for the kids.
How did you end up getting into industry? What was the step? What steps were taken to get you into a place like where
funny
you are
story.
today?
This is a funny story.
Okay,
so,
let me get a little cozy. Funny stories.
I used to do all the parties in Miami, right? And I was one of the first black street hood DJs to go play on South Beach. So I had kind of garnered my name and made a name for myself, on the beach and in the city. They already knew me. So I remember I was doing this party, and some guys asked me to come over to Houston. Cool, so I was doing this for Super Bowl, and one of my mutual friends, a guy named E-Class, he texted me. He was like, "Hey, you're in Houston?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "I want you to come over. I want you to meet Timbaland." I said, "All right, cool." Tell me, yeah, blah, blah. So I goes over to the hotel, and I'm sitting in the lobby waiting. First off, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? But then I got to be like, I gotta be cool, you know what I'm saying? But so I'm waiting, and then there was this guy. He rolled by on this Segway thing, and I have never seen one. But he rolled by on this Segway thing. He turned around, and he rolled back. He stopped. He said, "Hey, You waiting on Timbo, right? I said, yeah. He said, all right, we'll be back. So he's showing off. So he rolled his thing back down and tried to make a turn and hit the door. Boom, boom, boom. I looked down and said, what the hell going on? We're doing the Super Bowl, and Tim leaves. And I get a call like, yo, why the party going? I'm like, man, this party is stupid. You know, he said, we don't turn around. I said, by the time you turn around, it's over. So anyway, I gets to Miami, and I'm doing another party for BMF. Remember BMF, Big Meats? Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm doing this party on South Beach, and Tim's manager, the guy who I met that was rolling on the Segway, name is Big Rick. He's right there. That guy, that big guy right there. And this was in 2002, maybe 2002, Rick? 3? One of them. 2000.
Was it your first time on the Segway?
No, I didn't fall.
He did fall. He hit the door. He hit it. So anyway, I'm doing this party on the beach, and the crowd is going crazy, and this guy, he was to the right of me at the table. He's standing up on the table. Timbo, you need to be at this party. Ah. So fast forward, MTV comes to Miami, and Rick calls me. He's like, hey man, you know, I want you to do the party, but here's the catch. It's $500 and it's 2 DJs. I'm like, what? I was already getting $750. Like, what? $500, we gotta split it. So that's how I call you back, thought about it. Rick was like, all right, I'm gonna give you a heads, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna give you the CD. He said, take the CD and you listen to whatever. So anyway, I agreed to do the party. Got the $250 and doing the party. Club's going crazy. He comes to the DJ booth, slaps him in the leg. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Tim wants to see you right now. I'm like, hold on, I'm rocking now. I'm in my shit. Rocking. Comes back again 10 minutes later. Hey, Tim wants you. I said, hold on, man. Wait, I'm rocking. So I go over to the table, and it was 2 tables. And everybody's at the tables, and Tim did one of these numbers. So everybody who was at the table went over to the other table.
Okay.
And it was me, Tim, Rick, and I want to say Matt. That was there at the table. And Tim says, hey, you got a manager? I said, nah. He said, well, you got one now. I said, oh, shit. He said, how much you charge? I said, $700. He said, nah, your price is now $5,000 per party. I said, holy shit, $5,000? Inside. That's what I'm getting the party. So for a whole year after that party, we didn't do anything. That's how I became Tim's DJ. That's my foot into the industry. You know, I used to go to the studio for a year straight before anything. Like before we went to do one party, I was in the studio every night until I gained Tim's trust that if Jay-Z came in the studio and he did one of these numbers, I'm the only one that didn't have to leave.
What was like, you know, in your head you started counting figures. What was the happy dance? Like, was it like a shimmy? Was it like a Harlem shake?
It was one of them. It was one of them. You know, one of them. You want to, but you hold it in because you don't want to look like the groupie.
So more like a Urkel, like.
You know, like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was one of those moments because I knew right then it would be, you know, it'd be life changing. But I remember one conversation. This was crazy. Me and Rick was walking on South Beach that same weekend, and Jay-Z and I forgot who was in the car with him. But they was coming out. They was in a Phantom, and they stopped. And Rick was talking to him. I remember Rick said, "Hey Jay, this Freestyle, this Timbaland's new DJ." And Jay-Z says, "DJ? What do you need a DJ for? He's performing now?" Everybody busts out into a laugh. I was like, "Okay, you'll see." Fast forward, doing some parties. He called Rick one time. It's like, "Hey man, where's Freestyle? I need Freestyle to do this party in LA." He goes, he's on the plane in China right now. China? He's doing parties in China? Tell him to come back. I said, Rick, I can't come back. Too late now, but yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's the Urkel. That's something I would probably do if Timbaland told everybody to leave the table with his finger, and then voila, you are the DJ.
The DJ.
You are for real Freestyle Steve.
You got that right.
Where'd that name come from?
I was the DJ in Miami who would only play like New York music. So I was playing Biggie. I used to go get Clue tapes, you know what I'm saying, Capri. So I was playing all of that music in Miami. I just knew I didn't want to play all Uncle Luke, and that's who I came up under. But I didn't want to play.
He was that guy who made that freak nasty music,
you got
right?
Dang right. Still makes it. That's my brother. Luke, what's up, boy? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I came from that school right there. So I was like, you know what? We got guys who play that. Let me bring something else. So that's how I became Freestyle Steve.
That's really awesome. So, very personal question because it's near and dear to my heart. How do you feel about unicorns?
Well, I'm a horse lover, so that's it. I always wanted a unicorn. But my first real pet outside of the family dog was a horse. Her name was Helen. She was my horse at 13 when I first got my granddaddy first introduced me to the farm life. So I'm a city boy, but we had a family farm, and I first went there at 13. And the first thing I saw when we were coming down the dirt road, get to the corner, was the horse breathing, standing there. And her name was Helen. So that was my first. I just fell in love with horses right there. So unicorns to me.
I've been blessed by one of the greatest because honestly, Timbaland is one of those guys that you respect because he literally paved the way for beat makers.
Oh yeah.
And my mom would listen to Radio Disney and music that was produced by Timbaland because it came on Radio Disney for Justin.
Right.
So, you know, when I was older, that song, what's the name of it? Let me see them big titties.
Was it Bounce?
Yeah, Bounce. Got the hiccups. Bounce. Like you was rolling in my pickup. So, you know, I grew into really loving production and loving Timbaland. So to meet someone and be in the same room with someone who is appreciated by somebody like Timbaland means that you really, you on your P's and Q's. You got it together.
Yeah. You know, being with Tim taught me to be on point. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a perfectionist. So I know I couldn't screw up. You know what I'm saying? And even if I did screw up, it was so minute. But you wouldn't have caught it, he caught it. And he was like, hey, my bad, bro. He taught me how to read crowds. He taught me how, like, yo, when you up here, you got to command it. So his music commands it. I don't care who you are, you're going to dance to it. You know, whatever color you are. If you don't know English, you're going to dance to the beat.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, I mean, that was half the battle for me. I got Timbo, you know, co-signing me. All I had to do was perform. You know what I'm saying?
And what projects do you have, your personal projects? Because everybody likes to know, how does it feel to be on tour with Justin and Tim? Like, it's great.
Right.
It's a lifestyle, you know? Your Instagram page shows how exciting it is for you.
Crazy.
So what do you have personally that you're working on in brand? I know I saw you were even looking for someone to make a logo for you on your page.
Yeah. You know,
what are you working on?
See, it's a lot of things that going. What we're going to work on now? Well, you know, my team we're going to work on is we're going to do a tour mixtape. I think that'd be real dope. And how I want to do it is get new artists in every city and just put it on the Man in the Woods mixtape and just put them out. I've got a couple of remixes. I got a couple of artists I can't really talk about it that asked me to come do some remixes with them. So I don't like to talk about it until Big Ricky say that first end of the check is in the bank, and then we can make it happen. But that's what I'm working on, doing some remixes while I'm on the tour, doing a bunch of parties. You know, just getting my team tighter. I try to stay out of the production. I'm not a producer. That's Timbo. That's our other guy, Daniel, Jerome, Chris Garvey. Like, I let those guys, you know, do it. I come with my idea, Big King. I come with my idea, and they do what they do.
Okay, hood questions: Red Lobster or Olive Garden?
Red Lobster, the cheddar biscuits, girl, and the salad.
Yeah, I've had some people tell me that Olive Garden trumps Red Lobster, and I just didn't understand.
Olive Garden is for the bougie black folk. Red Lobster is for the $15 an hour person. I'm not, you know, I ain't judging, but that's what it is. You go to Olive Garden, that's the $20 an hour person who can, real talk, that's all it is.
That $5 difference.
Yeah, that $5 difference. That's all it is. You just get more salad at Olive Garden.
Unlimited breadsticks.
Yeah, but they ain't got nothing on the biscuits though.
Yeah, you know, we figured out a great way to get more biscuits. You know, when you just have like your little Tupperware with you, and you're eating them, right? Eating, quote unquote. But you just loading up your personal tub. Well, I tried to make them at home, so you have to do it when they don't taste right.
You get your own. You get your own. I get my own.
Well, they don't let you take them if you want more. They got real touchy now. You know, you can't really take the biscuits away.
You gotta learn how to beat the system. You gotta play on Twitter. So that's what Instagram and Twitter is for. Hey, Olive Garden, hey, Red Lobster, I'm coming. I need the biscuits. He'll tell you, ain't that right, Big Rick? He used to get on me all the time about why do I take pictures of my food. He used to kill me. So one day we was in Oslo. Oslo, Norway. And I took a picture of, it was a chicken sandwich, grilled chicken sandwich with the egg on top, right? Took a pretty picture of it out by the lights. It was cold, right? And I posted, I said, man, this is one of the most amazing chicken sandwiches, da-da-da-da-da-da. 5 minutes later, the owner of the hotel, called the Thief Hotel, the owner sent a bottle of Dawn and told me every time I come back to the Thief Hotel in Oslo, Norway, this chicken sandwich is made for you.
Yeah, that's actually a great tip that I'm about to start applying tomorrow morning when I go handle that. So, I do have 2 questions, final questions. What has been the funniest, like literally like drop mouth funniest thing that has happened since you've been working in the industry? You've been all over the world. Tell me something that really had you like, how did this even happen?
That's a hard one. I know I got a funny one, and it involves this guy here again. I have a funny one. So I remember we was on the Future Sex Love Sound tour. Our bus used to be called the Dirt Squad, right? And Timbo bus used to be called the Ritz Carlton. So we were the dirty guy. We were the crew. So we had all fun. Our driver Travis, man, we used to have a ball on our bus, right? So we were driving from Detroit going into Canada, and Rick was cracking on Travis, cracking jokes. Travis, da-da-da-da. So he was sitting up there just like, he ain't go to sleep. No, he need to go to sleep, but he just sitting up there laying there talking trash, blah, 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 right? So we gets to Toronto. We gets to the border, and, they check everybody's paperwork, whatever. So Travis goes up. Sir, you're not going to be able to make it, sir. We ain't going to be able to let you through the border. Damn, that's our driver. I can't drive. Vaughn can't drive. Richie can't drive. The only other person who can drive the bus, Rick. Rick had to drive from the border all the way through Canada. He was cussing the whole stupid mother. God damn it, I got to drive this bus. Travis was like, I told you. But that was classic.
That's like karma, real quick.
Oh, that
was
classic.
The quickest turnaround for some karma.
I know some more. I just had to come back to it after the last question.
Okay.
I know some more though.
Well, the last question is for all of those hopefuls out there. You did talk about giving back. You were part of a group that gave back. What's your word to, honestly, my generation and younger on how to be what they want to be as a creative?
One, you don't change who you are. Like, my style is my style. I adapt to whatever the situation or party or crowd, whatever that I'm in. But I'm going to always be me. You're going to get, this is how, when you fell in love with freestyle don't change. So, and then you work at your craft. Me, I don't believe in holding back any information from the younger DJs that are coming up. I always post something for them guys. Like, if it's, make sure, if you're looking for a manager, make sure it's your best friend. Make sure it's the dude who was with you, when you ain't have a laptop, and now you got a laptop and you're trying to get it. Make sure it's that guy, because y'all work good together. Don't try to go out and find somebody else to manage it, because they don't know you. Your best friend knows you. You know what I'm saying? So keep, like Drake do. Drake keeps the money right here, like LeBron. That money stays right here in the family. You want to deal with freestyle, you got to deal with Rick. Man, Rick has been my manager since 2002. And I've had managers come at me from all over the place. So,
right.
Nah, because of my loyalty. And I tell everybody, like, your loyalty is the number one thing, and you can't shit on anybody. I know y'all doing editing, right? So you can't shit on nobody. You can't turn, I know that when I walk in my house, I ain't got to be doing like this, because I know I didn't do anybody wrong in this business. You know what I'm saying? So just stick to your guns. Don't change who you are. Practice your craft, and just go hard. That's it.
Well, I'm very, very grateful that I got to sit in the, what's the bus called now? Is it still Dirt Squad bus? Or
No.
What's your bus name now?
Dirt Squad bus has been retired, you know what I'm saying? They moved me up to management, so I'm on the management bus now. Dirt Squad, let me tell y'all something. The Dirt Squad, legendary. You had, like, the people used to actually scream Dirt Squad in the crowd at the shows. They'd be like, Dirt Squad, Dirt. Yo, that was, yo, you have no idea. That's just amazing.
I can only imagine how amazing that is. But I'm very glad that we got the chance to sit with DJ Freestyle Steve.
Let me tell y'all this. The moral of the whole story, if I didn't take that $250, I wouldn't be here. So I took the $250 and the first thing I did was buy a passport. Then used the passport for a year. But now I'm on number 4.
High five. That's like magic. That's pure unicorn magic. When you got unicorns in your life, good things happen. He had Helen without the horn.
The original unicorn.
We coming though. Look, we are growing in mass numbers.
Check this out. It's your boy DJ Freestyle Steve, a.k.a. Mr. International, a.k.a. Shut It Down, a.k.a. the official DJ of the Man of the Woods tour. And right now I'm sitting on the back of my bus with Nitty's Knocker. Turn up.
And until next time, y'all, peace, love, and happiness.